2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Leading the Packers offense out here, the same man who has been doing so since 2008. That's the great Aaron Rodgers.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 25 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants.
From the 29, Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Throwing is Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They'll leave the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Rodgers now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the line. Jones again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Parkey is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field, and of course at quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
And he's off to a fantastic start to the season. Already 8 touchdown passes in just his first 2 weeks of the year. Now, I don't think that's a pace he's going to be able to sustain, but at the very least, he's got this offense humming here to start things out.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And a loose football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Fournette, a first down carry. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 20 carries, 110 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And Brady's throw there incomplete. Second down and goal. Brady looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. Now Brady. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, it's up about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. This one from 35 yards away. Succop's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Jones again on second down. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. The Bucs at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run it again with Fournette. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would...
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Allen Lazard just keeps improving season by season, and he's become a favorite of quarterback Aaron Rodgers. This year needs to be his biggest jump yet because the Packers need someone to step up and replace Davante Adams. Looked a little bit like Adams on that catch, moving the sticks.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 2nd and inches, Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 at this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Able to find Lazard. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner. And he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Caught on the slant. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Adam Prentice, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Up the gut, Fournette. And he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Parkey is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady looking middle, and it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Brady. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Rodgers again now. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. On 1st down, Brady got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Caught on the slant, and in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only have the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as head coach? I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense heading back for one final first-half drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Fournette really solidified his place with the Bucs last season. He ran for over 800 yards and 8 touchdowns and caught an impressive 69 passes. Tampa made sure he stuck around, too, giving him a new 3-year contract.
Again, it's Fournette to the 43, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Brady now on first down. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Fournette once more on second down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers have cut it back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now it's Ryan Succop after the touchdown to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. On 2nd down, it's Jones.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have the Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady.
Cook makes the catch on the out route. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And fights him off. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. From the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that's going to tie things at 20.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there, that defense able to hold firm. backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, here's Jones.
And he is going to have a Packers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Now it's Rodgers. Able to avoid him at the 40. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bucs have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Extra point try now for Succa. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Rodgers trying to lay one up deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
On the counter, here's Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Packers on third down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This will be 3rd and 6. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Lavonte David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead now up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On the delay, Jones.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Now Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. And complete right side to Cook. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Caught by Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. And normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think touchdown!
Chris Godwin,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Succop for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Throw left side complete. That's Cobb.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Rodgers. Able to find Lazard.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Rodgers now on first down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan from 4 yards out. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Parkey with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
So now Rodgers in the pack. Down by 2 touchdowns. Just over a minute 40 to play. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard.
Down inside the 10.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Now Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Parkey adds the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every...
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limits